Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Topic that we'll be looking at today is interest rate parity. There was a request from a student to make a video on the interest rate parity. So we will look at this today. So before I move ahead, as usual, my request would be please do subscribe to my channel, like and don't forget to comment as well and keep sharing with your peers as well so that they also can get benefit from the content that I'm sharing on the channel. So let's move ahead. Let's look at the what interest rate parity is. Before we move ahead, when you hear word parity, what comes to your mind? So the obvious thing would be a balancing thing. So so parity is balance between anything. So the basically interest rate parity means balancing of the interest rates. So you might be aware that globally there are a lot of countries, so there is a difference between the interest rate they are offering. So say for example, in India, the 1 year, just hypothetically, 1 year rate now if I want to invest now is 10%, and in United States if I were to invest uh, same amount for 1 year, I may just get 2%. So it gives a curiosity that the investor who is in the United States will feel that instead of investing in India, I should go to instead of investing in United States at 2%, I should invest in India at 10%. So it will yield me high. But believe me, there is no such arbitrage opportunity exists, because the forward exchange rate will offset whatever your benefit is from your interest rate earning. So let's look at the explanation, and then as usual, the example that I prefer to explain the concept. So it states that there is no arbitrary opportunity, as we mentioned, exists to earn higher interest rate due to interest rate differential in the different countries. So like India 10%, United States 2%. So uh, the way the thing looks at is not like that. You cannot have a arbitrage opportunity of getting at 8% extra, because when you will so I'll take you through in detail when I'll show you the example, so you will get a better clarity. And interest rate parity ensure that there is there is an equilibrium between interest rates and the FX rate. So just to offset this interest earning that I mentioned, the, there is a corresponding movements in the FX rates. So let's look at, I mean, I know that this might be a very it might have given you the high level insight about what it is, but I'll show you one example wherein you will get some more insight. Of course, the questions that are asked in the FRM exam are still relatively higher. You need to understand this particular equation in detail. So we will use this as once, then you can use this again and again, twice, thrice. Then once you get a good command on this equation, then you can solve more complex questions as well. So let's look at the numerical example. Let me switch my screen again. So first I'll show you the normal numerical example. So the example that I was referring, say for example, person in the United States feel that I should invest $1 at 10% instead of 2% in the United States. So what he does, he converts his dollar amount in the rupee amount. Say hypothetically, the just for simplicity of calculation, I have kept it as 100. So he gets his 100 rupees. He invests in the bank. So first let's look at the example. So situation is that spot rate is 100, 1 USD 100, and interest rate is 2%, and INR interest rate is 10%. What is the forward rate? Basically, the job of this equation is to calculate forward rate using the spot rate, which is 100, and local currency in this case is INR. So base currency is 100. So whenever you write something like this, 1 USD, so USD is a base. You are using, I mean, you can use 100 INR to purchase 1 USD. So anything which is per unit is a base. So 1 USD. So in this case, your base rate is the rate which is in the United States and local currency is INR. So just don't get confused between these two, because once you get understanding of this correct, then there is no chance that you get any question wrong. So try understanding that base rate is any rate which corresponds to the currency which is unit, and another currency is variable. So I base rate here I will mean that US rate, that is 2%. So spot rate is 100. So let's calculate what is will be the 1 year forward rate for Indian rupee. So my as per equation, my spot rate is 100. So 100 into I have got these two numerators and denominators. So what I would do, 1 plus my local currency is Indian rupee. So 10%, that means 0.1. So this divided by 1 plus your base currency, that is 2%. So 2%, that means 0.02. So this would be my corresponding forward rate. Let me convert this to, let me round this off. So this rate is, forward rate is 108. That means so for now, just keep this as a note that for that your forward rate is 108. We'll see that how your this interest, additional interest which appears, get offsetted because of this forward rate. So again, going back to our original example, there is a investor in the US who converts his $1 into 100 rupee and invest at an interest rate of 10% in an Indian bank. So 1 year down the line, whatever 100 rupee he invested becomes 110, given we invested at a 10%. Now what he is very happy that he earned 10% yield, but when he goes into the market to convert his Indian rupee to back to dollar, what he sees at forward rate. So we had calculated that forward rate means that rate of in the future. So 1 year forward, that means 1 year rate was 108. So what he realized that when he converts his 110 back to dollars, he gets just $1.02, which was very similar to the rate that we would have earned in the 2%. So summary of the story is that whatever additional you earn because of the interest differential between two countries will get offsetted by your foreign exchange rate. So this is the crux of the interest rate parity. I hope you like the video. If you've got any questions or any queries, please do comment and share with your peers as well. Thank you for watching. Stay connected.